Hello everyone, Daisy here with another layout for the 12 Days of Sparkle and Shine that I'm doing with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Like I said in the last video, we decided to change it up a little bit, and instead of doing 12 Days of Christmas, we are doing different prompts for our 12 days, and the Sparkle and Shine was a very special idea. So today is silver, and so I'm using silver in a couple of different ways. Now I have this cut file, and this was created by Virginia Walker, who is, I think it's Gold Dove Crafts here on YouTube, and she has a Facebook group. If you don't already belong to it, you should go join. It's called Confessions of a Paper Crafter, I believe, or Paper Artist. If I remember, I'll include a link down below. But she created this castle, and she shared it with the group, and she's going to be creating some cut files and sharing them with the people in the group. So I tested this one out right away, and it cuts beautifully, and so I decided to use this as Santa's castle. So last year we went to see the Christmas lights, and one of the places that's local to us does a North Pole. So it's like a, I don't know, like a retirement community or something like that. And they put together like this entire North Pole setup with toy shops and elves and just, you know, it's a fun place to go, and then you can meet Santa. And so the pictures are of my kids with Santa. And I sped this part up really quickly because I'm just backing the cut file. It's not anything special. I could have cut it out, but I'm using some silver glitter cardstock, or not cardstock, yeah, cardstock, that I got, and that is from Recollections. And then I'm using this gray cardstock to back the rest of the castle. I filled in all of the little bricks with the silver glitter and the doors, and then the little roofs on the towers as well. But the photos are of my kids with Santa, and above it says, welcome to the North Pole. There's a little sign that says that, and so that's where my title comes from eventually. But here I'm just trimming down, cutting around the cut file, trying to get this all. I should have used my silhouette. The easier way would have been to use my silhouette and just not cut the inside pieces, just cut like one big piece of the castle, and that would have been so much easier. But of course I'm like, nope, I don't have time to do that. So because, you know, this is going to take probably 3 times as long for me to do it myself. But anyway, it's done now. So I took this silver glitter paper and I had gutted it out so that I could use it to back those different pieces on the castle. And now I'm just using some white cardstock to kind of build my layout on. And I got to this point and I'm kind of like, what can I do now? Like, I wanted to build kind of a little scene in the background, and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. So I pulled out some red shimmery cardstock, and I'm putting that in the little flags. There's a lot of red in the photo, so I thought it'd be a good little pop of color to pull in. And then I happened to look over, and my friend had given me a gift that was wrapped in this silver snowflake tissue paper, and it was perfect. I'm like, yep, that's it. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to put down this silver snowflake tissue paper, and I'm going to cut it out and do my best to cut it straight here so that it looks like it's snowing on Santa's castle. And then what I'm going to do is leave the bottom half of the page blank to make it look like the snow has fallen. So I'm just using some ATG to stick that down, and I'm just straightening up one of the edges here. And I'm going to tear the bottom off because I felt like it was a little too long. And then there, it looks like Santa's castle. If you've ever seen the older like claymation movie, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, this looks like the castle to me that was in that video. So yeah, it was perfect. I'm just backing it with some fun foam so that it will pop up and give a little bit more dimension, because this is pretty much going to be it. Other than my title, I don't really add a whole lot because I feel like the snowflakes are pretty busy and the castle takes up a lot of space, and then my photos take up a lot of space. I think my photos are printed out at like 3.5 by 4 or something like that. So they're pretty big actually for getting 2 of them on there with a giant element like this. And I had forgotten to put some little fun foam on those flags, so I'm just adding that on. And then I decided, there's these little windows that are part of the castle, and I decided to back them in gold just to kind of give another little warm area on the layout and another little pop of color. And I'm just gluing the outline of the window down onto the gold and cutting it out. And my hands were so sticky. This is one of the reasons that I do not like backing cut files. I just don't have the patience for it, I guess. And when I do, I love how it turns out. Like, I love how this castle turns out. But while I'm working on it, like, my fingers get so sticky and it just irritates me so much because I can't, it's like the glue never gets off you. So I kept using a baby wipe and trying to clean up little pieces of glue so that I wouldn't be super, super sticky anymore. Now, this is one of my favorite products here. This is mirror cardstock, and it's from the Cardstock Warehouse. And I apologize that you can see it like up my nose in the reflection of it, but that shows you how reflective this foiled paper is. And like I said, it's from the Cardstock Warehouse. They have multiple colors and it is amazing. Like, it's very thick. If you use it in your silhouette, you can cut it really well. And it is one of my favorite new products. Well, it's not really new, but new to me products. Like, I use this mirror collection of cardstock on like everything. So I used the silver and just backed my photos because I felt like that would, you know, just kind of give them a little frame. And then I'm working on my title, and I have these little silver alphas from, I think it's from Target, and I have the lowercase and the uppercase. And I wanted to do Santa's Castle, but I didn't have enough in the lowercase, so that wasn't going to work. So I decided to just do Welcome to the North Pole, even though it says it on the sign behind them. And I'm going to have the North Pole in the uppercase and Welcome to the in the lowercase. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. And again, it just adds another pop of silver on the layout. And this fits perfectly in the space that I had, that I wanted to fit it in. And I'm going to put the on the door, even though, I don't know, it's a little weird reading, but I really like it. So then each of these alphas had these little, like, almost snowflake looking stickers, so I put those around the page, and then that's pretty much going to be it. So I want to thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, head on over to Christy's channel and see what she created. As usual, it's amazing because Christy is just amazing, so you definitely want to head on over to her channel. I'll have the link down below, and I will try to remember to link Virginia's Facebook group down below as well. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye!